Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, and if you're new, what's up? My name is vianney.strick. Thank you so much for being here. So today, as you can see by the title, we are trying out all the new e.l.f. releases. We have an applicator, we have concealer, brightening pens, the putty blush. I also tried out some of their new makeup cleansers. They are all on my face right now, and in the video I gave you guys a review, a demo, and of course swatches. I really hope that you guys enjoyed this video, and if you do, please make sure to give it a big thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel to join my squad. Let's get into it. Alrighty guys, so let's just get into it. I have a visitor on my face, just letting you guys know that. I don't have any makeup on because we are going to start out with that putty brush applicator. So I do want to start out with primer. So all I have on right now is some tinted brow gel. So this is called a Putty Primer applicator, and it is $6, and it's a dual-ended tool for easy putty primer application on your face. This is actually a lot smaller than I thought it would be. For reference, here's like a regular buffing brush. As you guys can see, this is a lot smaller. I don't know why I thought it would be like a regular brush, but I kind of like that because since it is only for primer, you don't really need that big of a brush, I guess. So on the website, it says that this is compatible with all putty primers. It is a 2-in-1 scoop that applies effortlessly, blends product seamlessly into applied area, and makes your application hygienic and sanitary. So personally, I have long nails, so I am able to scoop out any putty primer very easily, but I realize that not everybody has nails that look like a spatula, so I figured it might be easier for you guys to actually get this, because correct me if I'm wrong, but if you don't have long nails, you actually either have to dig your finger into it or like build it up on your finger. I feel really weird about applying primer with a brush. I don't know why, I just always apply all primers with my hands, but why not give it a whirl? I'll be using the original putty primer. I do have all of them. This is my favorite. So I guess I'll just get the little spatula, and you grab a little bit, I guess, and then because it's curved, I feel like the better way to do it would actually be to use the opposite side and do that. Yeah, that's probably how you're supposed to use it. Then we're gonna grab the brush and I guess blend it out. I feel so weird blending out primer with a brush. This feels just like their little regular e.l.f. like buffing brushes. I mean, it obviously worked. I wasn't expecting too much out of this. Do I think it's necessary? Absolutely not. But I do think that if you do love putty primers and you don't have the nails to scoop it out, and you also want to be as hygienic as possible, you could get this, and then every time you use it, just make sure you wipe it off so that it does stay hygienic, because then you kind of defeat the purpose. I like it. I feel like they thought a little bit extra on what to do with some of their more popular primers. So I like it. I'll give it a thumbs up. I don't think it's necessary. Honestly, truly, if you have longer nails, it's essentially the same thing. Just wash your hands before you do your makeup. And I also feel like this would be good for people that break out, because obviously you don't want to be touching your face with your hands, especially if they're not clean. So this would be a good way to keep it hygienic. And of course, in the application, since you are using the brush, again, you're not touching your face. So if you do have very acne prone skin, then I think you would like this. So I'll give this a thumbs up. Again, not necessary, but I like it. So next we're going to talk about the new highlighter pens. So what I'm going to do is actually apply some foundation, and I'm going to conceal with a concealer that is close to my skin tone so that we can see how the highlighting pen actually works. Okay, so I tried my best to conceal without highlighting. Obviously, I don't really own concealers that are my exact skin tone, but I feel like I did pretty good. Okay, so let's look at the highlighter. So this is called the Flawless Brightening Concealer. It is $5, and it is a lightweight flawless brightening concealer infused with key ingredients to conceal uneven skin tone and under eye shadows. So it does have hyaluronic acid that will help hydrate and lock in moisture, and it also has vitamin C, which will help brighten and rejuvenate the skin. And by the way, there is 12 different shades. While reading this on the website, it does say that it is for highlighting, but they're calling it a brightening concealer. So I think that what I'm gonna do, I mean, we're not going anywhere today. I think I'm gonna take off the concealer under one eye so we can see how it works alone and then how it works with concealer. Again, I don't think it's actually supposed to be a concealer, but For some people, like me, I don't like using multiple products if I don't need to. So if it works for a lightweight everyday concealer, then I will let you guys know. I did get 2 shades, and by the way, looking at the shades, they're a little funky. I understand that there's only 12 shades, but before you feel like you don't have a shade, just remember they're supposed to be brightening shades. So if you are super deep, just remember that it's supposed to highlight. So I really hope that you guys find a shade. And if you are very, very fair, I hope that you can find a shade to actually highlight. So I ended up getting these 2. It's not supposed to be a contouring pen, but I figured why not try it out. So I ended up getting medium 30W and deep 53W. It was kind of hard to match yourself on the website because even though some were technically supposed to be lighter, they would look darker or peachier. So we'll see. It does come in little clicker pens, and they do have little brush tips. So while I start brightening, I'm gonna read you guys the directions for it. So it says to shake well while pointing the tip downward and click the concealer slowly until you see the formula. Apply to the desired areas to highlight and use fingertips or concealer brush to blend out. It claims to be lightweight yet buildable, so we'll see how well it builds. Okay, so this is what we're working with. See how this looks completely like a different shade than what's actually on my face. This is why it was so hard for me to match myself online. This looks more of a peachy corrector kind of deal, and then this actually looks, it's still peachy, but it's a lot lighter. So first, I want to see how well it conceals without any concealer. Even though, again, it's supposed to be for brightening, but it is also buildable, so I want to test that. You know what? It actually gave me a little more coverage than I thought it would. Usually brightening pens literally just brighten. This is definitely a light coverage. So I'm going to go ahead and blend out the rest of my face, and then I want to see if I can build this up to a medium. So remember, over here we already have concealer. So I'm just starting to brighten. So it definitely brightened, obviously. And then on the nose, I personally don't really brighten too much anymore, but I'm just doing it for the sake of the video in case you like to. It's looking pretty nice. It's very, very lightweight. I will say the clicker is kind of annoying. I wish it wasn't a clicker because it's kind of hard to see how much comes out. You have to really keep your eye on it. It's very, very lightweight and you feel like it's doing nothing, but then you actually look at your face and it really is sculpting out the face. So far it's actually looking really nice. I don't feel like it added much more weight to my face or cakiness. And really quickly, I just want to see if we can build this up to maybe a medium coverage. Again, the clicker is very annoying because you have to click it like a couple times before it comes out. But let's see if we can build this. It builds maybe just a little bit. Not that big of a difference. I can tell there's just a little bit more coverage, but not enough to do a second layer. Like I can't really tell that much. So I do think it could be an everyday concealer for some. Just remember, if you want to use it as a concealer, get a shade closer to you. That's going to conceal more because sometimes when you use something that's way too bright, it won't actually conceal the darkness. So if you do want it as a concealer, just get something closer to you. But again, these are intended to brighten. I'm just going to add a little bit of concealer on under my eyes just so that we look even. But it does conceal. I think we've proven it. It does conceal, but a very light amount. I do think that it looks pretty for like an everyday, very natural makeup kind of deal. So now let's see if we can contour with it. I figured that this would be a really lightweight, easy to blend contour if it's supposed to be a brightening little pen. And it's also a really handy little pen. Again, don't love the clicker, but if I can have my contour in one small product like this, I'm down for it. So this is really scary. This is definitely more of a bronzing shade. And it actually, this one is very true to the packaging. It looks the exact same. So I'm actually going to try to cream bronze. And now I'm going to blend it out with a brush. Okay, so it's blending super quickly because it is such a lightweight product, which is what I was hoping. Ooh, this is cute. I look a little crazy because I do have kind of intense highlighting and a very, very warm little bronzer shade, but I will say I really, really like this to bronze. Like I said, I don't really highlight very much, so I would personally use it more to have a very lightweight, really pretty cream bronze, but I did like it for the highlighting. I'm just not used to it, but I do really like it. This is definitely a thumbs up for me. I like how sleek it is. I do like the applicator. I like the brush tip. I just don't love the clicker, but the formula is really nice to bronze or contour. You guys know I'm all about lightweight. I don't like to have heavy, cakey makeup, and this has layered beautifully together and on top of the concealer and foundation. So I give this a thumbs up. I really enjoy it. Obviously, let's see how it sets with powder and everything like that, but so far I am loving it. So before we set our face with powder, I finally got the Putty blush. This is called the Putty blush. It is $6, and it is a velvety, lightweight putty blush that melts onto your skin. So it's supposed to be a highly pigmented, creamy formula. It is lightweight and buildable. It is from a cream to a semi-matte powder finish, and it does have argan oil and vitamin E to help nourish and moisture the skin. It does have 8 different shades, and I will say, I got the shade, what shade did I get? I got the shade Caribbean, and it is a lot more berrier than it looks on the website. I feel like on the website it looks like a reddish pinky shade. In person, it actually is like a true berry shade. So just keep that in mind. I was actually trying it out on my bare skin before this video so I could give you guys a little bit of a heads up. This is very, very pigmented, which we love as long as you're able to blend it out. And I haven't been able to use it. This is totally a first impression on actual makeup. And it says that you can apply it with your finger as well as your brush. I wanted to give you guys a size comparison. Obviously, it looks very small compared to the primer, but for a blush, it actually has a lot of product in it, and it is very pigmented from what I gathered. So I do think it would last you a while. Something that I do like is that it says that this is a cream to semi-matte powder finish. I prefer a semi-matte powder finish. I have been trying the Milani cream blush, and it's pretty, but it's just very dewy. And personally, if I'm filling in my pores and adding powder to my face, I don't want something dewy right here. So I do like a semi-matte or powder looking finish when it comes to cream blushes. That's just preference. So first I'm going to apply it on my face with my finger and try to blend it out that way, and then I'm going to do it with a brush, which is something that I'm a lot more used to. Okay, no. Okay, so the finger, I already give it a big no because the finger did work well on bare skin. When you have makeup on, you don't want to rub your makeup with your fingers. Grab a brush and stipple it in so that way you're not removing your actual foundation or concealer, whatever product you are wearing. So that blended out super nicely. So now I'm just gonna go in straight with the brush and see how that looks. Oh yeah, I like this way better, but I think I did too much. Guys, this is so pigmented. Like, this will last you a really long time, especially if you get a dark shade like me. So normally what I would do is just go in with a sponge, blend it out, and I like to go over this with actual powder blush, but I really want to test out this blush on its own. So I will apply more, and it will look a little crazy, but I'm hoping that since we're only using this blush, since we are going to apply a lot, it'll tone down after we finish with our powder products. Okay, now we look like we're freezing. So I'm just going to set my face really quickly, and I'll be right back and we'll see how all these cream products look. Okay, so the face is set, and I am loving the way my skin looks. Every product that I've tried in this video, I'm really enjoying. The contour and the highlighting looks really nice. It didn't, like I said, it didn't add any heaviness to me. It just highlighted my face and added some bronziness to it. And the blush, as you can see, it is now a little bit more dull because I did powder, but I want to try out putting this over powder. It might be a hot mess, but it also might not be. So I just want to see different ways to use it so that I can let you guys know. So what I'm going to do is finish off all my face makeup. I'll be right back, and then we can try out this blush over powder to see if it works or not, and then I can tell you guys just my final thoughts of all of e.l.f. And by the way, I still need to give you my thoughts on the Holy Hydration Makeup Melting Cleansing Balm. I have already used it. I already know my thoughts. I will tell you guys after I'm done with my makeup. Okay guys, so I am back, and you know what? I will apply more blush, but I do want to say that it actually held up really nice. It is a little bit washed out on camera, but in person I can tell that I do have blush on. You don't necessarily need to reapply it or set it with a powder blush. It actually looks really, really nice, and it looks very natural. I do like the natural look, but you guys know when it comes to blush, I do prefer a brighter blush. And just remember, this is for the purpose of the video. I just want to see how it looks over powder. Even though it is a cream blush, it is a powder finish, so I figured maybe we can make it work. So what I'm going to do is grab it with the brush, but I am going to stipple it on the back of my hand first and then apply it. Ooh, this is applying so nicely. Okay, that applied so nicely over powder. This blush really is worth the hype. Wow. Let me talk about this real quick, and then I will tell you guys a quick little roundup of all the products. So this is also a new product. This is called the e.l.f. Holy Hydration Makeup Melting Cleansing Balm, and this has hyaluronic acid, ceramides, and peptides. This is $10, and on the website they call it a 2-in-1 makeup remover and face oil cleanser that instantly melts away your makeup while removing impurities and actually cleansing the skin. It says that it easily removes makeup, leaves the skin feeling clean and smooth, nourishes the skin with skin-loving ingredients, and it is great for all skin types. By the way, it does come with a little spatula. I already lost it. Again, I just used my fingernails, but it just says to grab a dime-sized amount of product and then put it on your dry skin and massage it to start melting away your makeup. And then it says to moisten your fingertips and continue to do it and watch your makeup melt away. Rinse with water or remove with a warm, damp cleansing cloth. So I have already tried this a couple times, and I really, really like it. I usually tend to stay away from melting balms, and I like to use micellar water. I do like to take off my makeup and then wash my skin. You should definitely do that. If you don't have a makeup remover, then just wash your skin twice to really make sure that you not only take off the makeup, but you're actually cleansing your skin. So I really enjoyed this because only a little bit went such a long way. It definitely removed all my makeup. I did have a little bit of a harder time with the mascara, but once you actually wash your face, the mascara comes off easily. And what I loved about it is that it was like oily feeling enough to melt away the makeup, but when you actually go in to rinse it off, it doesn't feel oily. It just feels like you're rinsing off a cleanser, and that's what I loved about it. It left my skin feeling awesome. Again, you can also remove it with a damp cloth, but if you don't want to be doing laundry like that, just rinse with water and your hands and then go in with your cleanser. I really like it because not only is it good to take off your makeup, but it also has good benefits that are good for your skin. So I give this a thumbs up, guys. In this video, I absolutely loved everything. So really quickly, this I did like. I like how small it is. It is travel friendly, and if you don't have nails like me, it is a great sanitary way to take out your putty primers. The concealer brightening pens I really enjoyed. I loved how lightweight they were. I definitely think that this could be used as a very natural concealer if you do have a shade, but just remember they are supposed to be brightening. And I liked it to brighten, and I also think it's really nice to bronze and contour. And I think my favorite product out of all of them is definitely the blush. This was so affordable. The shades are very pretty. I love how pigmented it is, but it is blendable. I love the finish. I love that you can put it on cream, on bare face, and on powder. e.l.f. is killing the game per usual. You will see me make videos with all their newest releases. They're so affordable, and most of the time they're amazing. So I really hope that you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Let me know what you guys want to see next, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.